Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to continue our discussion on vibrato, and what we're going to focus on today is some exercises with the metronome. So what we're going to do is turn on our metronome to 40 beats per minute, or however slow you wish to go, the slower the better. Now, the first exercise is going to be using just the quarter note. We're going to pull back on the pitch for a quarter note and then back up to the pitch for the next quarter note. So here is the first exercise, and again we're going to use first finger on D natural on the G string, and here goes. Okay. So now what we're going to do is continue to divide the quarter note. So now we're going to do the same exercise again, but this time we're going to divide the quarter note into eighth notes. So it's going to sound twice as fast. It's still quite slow, so you can still focus on really making sure that we're not squeezing with either finger or our thumb. And we want to make sure that we just can have that full rotation, so you can get that full range for the vibrato, okay? So this is the same exercise, but with eighth notes. Okay, next that we're going to do is dividing it into thirds or into triplets, okay? Okay. Now the next one we're going to do is dividing the quarter note into sixteenths. So it's going to sound like this. The next one we're going to do, and this is going to be the last one, is we're going to divide the quarter note into 5. Now the reason we're doing that is because there is an inherent rhythm in vibrato, and it's good to do it in both even and odd patterns. That way you're not tripped up if you need to shift, or if you want to do a slightly different speed or a different I guess amplitude, if you want to call it that, like the wideness of it. That way you're not going to get stuck and then you're not able to actually move your hand. So it's good to do it in both odd and even patterns when you're doing metronome work. Okay, so we're going to turn the metronome off now. What we're going to do is just those divisions. So the quarter note, eighth note, triplet, sixteenths, and the quintuplets. What we want to do is then increase the metronome slightly. Could you do pentuplets? Could you do sextuplets? Absolutely. You can do octuplets if you wish, or 30-second notes. That takes a little too long, and as you increase the metronome, you're going to hit those speeds anyways with the sixteenths and with the triplets, right? So better to do it that way, I think. That way you're also going to avoid something that's very important when you're doing technical exercises, which is you don't want to have any sort of overuse injury or anything like that, because we're doing kind of a repetitive motion. We're doing things very slowly, so it's not necessarily a natural way to do it. So you want to do exercises like this for a very short amount of time, but every day. So I would do this maybe 5 minutes a day. I wouldn't sit here and try to really make it happen in a day or two with a long period of time. I really recommend just really short bursts. 5 to 10 minutes a day, or every second day, whatever your practice schedule allows. And that way, you're getting the most out of the exercise and you're not going to have any sort of overuse injuries or anything like that. This goes without saying, but we want to make sure that we're doing this exercise with first, second, third, and fourth finger. Even thumb. Yeah, you can vibrate on your thumb, so that's something that you can definitely do for sure. And you want to do it on all four strings as well. Even in positions where maybe it's a little uncomfortable, be very careful up there. I'm talking like the E string, A string, decently high up on thumb position. You definitely want to get comfortable all over the bass. And in the extension notes as well, because there are anchor points, there's balance points there, and while I wouldn't vibrate those notes all the time, there are times where you can, and it's always good to be prepared, because different groups, different orchestras, different types of music call for different vibratos or lack of a vibrato, so we want to make sure that we're prepared for everything. So I hope these exercises were really helpful. Please leave a comment if you have any other questions. We'll probably do one more video to talk about how to practice with the bow and the left hand, because there are some things, some coordination things that we can work on. But for now, I hope this is helpful, like I said, and hope you guys have a great day.